So yeah, my name is Phil Schwarzmann. I am the editor-in-chief of Nokia Conversations, which is Nokia's official blog. And I want to talk to you a bit about kind of the state and challenges and the future of social media in large corporations. And as an example, as kind of a case study, we use Nokia, of course. I'm not sure if you've heard about our recent brand change, but in Asia, it's now Panaktan Pupi, supposedly. It's nice to, I do a lot of presentations, especially within the company, that are kind of pushing social media more and more, and it's really nice to talk to a group of social media experts like yourself, so we can kind of skip over the kind of why we need social media and then talk more about how. I think there are kind of three stages that companies go through when dealing with social media. The first is kind of the disbelief or distrust, and then finally somebody in their top management picks up a Seth Godin book or something and becomes a real believer, and then after a while they kind of become a realist. And there are, obviously, we talk a lot about the benefits of social media in companies, but of course there are challenges, and there's ways to get through them. And I think that's kind of where Nokia is at the moment. So I think when we go through some of the different social media activities that Nokia is doing right now, and some of the challenges we face, and what kind of things we have coming soon. Just a little bit about myself. I've been with the company for 7 years in Espoo in Finland, at the headquarters, and actually in 2005 I launched Nokia's first public blog platform, so we were the first people in the company to allow employees to blog about what they do to the public. Since then I've been in different marketing positions, focusing on very much in social media and viral marketing. And actually years ago, in 2004, I started my own blog, Finland for Thought, which I still run today. It's a very popular blog in Finland. I write about kind of Finnish culture, etc. This is kind of what Nokia was maybe before 2005. Very much kind of PR 1.0. Nokia would talk to an agency, who would then talk to the media, who would then talk to consumers. And obviously you can see there that Nokia is very far from the consumers, but I think since then, this is the model that we're seeing right now, where each of the different players are all talking with each other, and you can see that Nokia is now talking directly with consumers. Just to start off with some examples for you, actually I'll go through this first. Within the company we have something that we call is the PESH model, and this was something that was invented by a couple of digital media guys within our company, and basically it kind of breaks down each social media activity into 4 different groups. Companies nowadays they often pick maybe one social media service, Facebook or something, to kind of take care of all their social media needs, and that's just not how it is. Each of them can be placed in one of these 4 categories. Sorry, I don't think you can see the text there. The first one says participant. It's how sites like blogs and sites like Twitter are an example of these, where people are just participating in social media. We have the enablers, where things like Nokia services, OV services, that is actually enabling social media, enabling these participants to participate in social media. We have the supplier, so sites that are actually supplying the information, and finally we have the helpers, things like web forums, support forums that are actually supporting people and helping them out. Just to jump to the first example here, this is, you've probably never seen this before, this is Nokia's intranet. This is our blog hub. So any employee, we have I think over 110,000 employees worldwide, any employee can start their own blog internally. This has been around since 2005. And any employee can start about a blog, really whatever they want to have. Most of the time it's something about their job, what they do. I used to have a blog where I simply communicated with people. My team was scattered around the globe, and I needed a way to kind of present information, and I used Nokia's blog hub to do that. This here, you can see we have, this is kind of the main portal where they kind of highlight the best posts, most commented posts. Here we have the top commenters of people who are active, etc. We even have a kind of Google Reader-like application that allows you to aggregate all of your choice of Nokia blogs into one place. I think we have over 1,000 internal blogs at the moment. Certainly a lot, and here's an easier way to read all of those. We have the Nokia Video Hub, which is basically just like YouTube, but again for the internet, for internal use, a place for people to upload videos with that, not worrying about privacy issues of getting these things outside of the company. This is something we launched very recently. You can see it's a kind of a Twitter-like service, again for internals, for the internet, for the employees, and they can even have this on their devices as well. So, what are some of the challenges that kind of arise when we go and we do social media within the company? I think one of them is there's a lot of employee concerns. There's not often clear-cut strategy and guidelines as to what an employee can do and what they can say, both inside the company and outside the company. Are employees allowed to blog outside of the company about their own job, etc.? And a lot of these problems arise, and the solution is always to really have a clear social media policy, something that Nokia does, and we're continuing to educate employees about all the different opportunities they have, so they're kind of well informed in the social media world. This is Nokia's discussion forums. This has been around for a few years. I'm sure everybody's very familiar with this. This is something that, of course, we're one of the big aims of forums is to cut costs through call centers and things like that, and to get users kind of quicker access to the information. A lot of users have the exact same questions about their phones, and forums is a great place to do that. But of course, there's always challenges when it comes to this. With the forums, we have a huge organization, and not everyone in the company is always happy about that. There's often problems with the devices and with the services, and these things need to come out on the forums. People have questions. There might be bugs in software, etc. And it's one of the things we really need to do is really to educate the Nokia employees about what a forum means and getting the information quicker. I mean, people, when they sign up to a forum, they're expecting an answer in, usually 24 hours, if not less. And so that means these kind of problems, if there's bugs in the software or something, these kind of problems need to be addressed very quickly. And that's always a difficult thing to do. So the consumers are fast, but sometimes internally, in big organizations like Nokia, things don't run as fast. So social media in our services. So, Nokia services, OV services, is all about games, and here I have an example of Nokia Maps. We have a music store, we have email and other services as well, and of course social media is integrated into all of those services, and more so all the time. And some of the challenges that come up is people want to obviously have these services on the go. So it's great when you're behind your desktop, but having these things in your pocket, you can access it all the time, is what's kind of key for Nokia. So of course we're moving more and more to mobilize our services and get more of these features on the mobile phone that you can literally kind of replicate the experience on the desktop on your mobile